So, I have a little update. I got one of those downloads where I could kind of feel something in the field, and I just think it's really important to talk about. Look at, here's a surprise though. Woo! Big life change, big hair change. Took many inches off and got a super duper highlight from somebody who's just amazing. So anyway, here's the current update. I've been noticing this kind of in my own field. And then I've noticed it in videos that are coming through. And it is this. The dark is so effing desperate right now that one of the tools it's trying to use is a dark vision of the future. So don't buy into it. That's the message, is don't buy into it. Okay, a lot of us are going through really intensive cleansing, purging, ego death. I mean, just look at your life in the last couple of years. A lot of us are having just amazing breakthroughs, shifts moving into the future. And that's just indicative of, this popcorn effect of, all these individuals, groups, things being unmasked, disclosure, individual lives just exploding and moving forward. Hi, Jeannie. It is so good to see you. So when you get that, yes, hey, Ayla, don't feed it. When you get those messages that like the apocalyptic shit and these remote viewers and people that you trust that seem really legit, that have a really good message, even David Nino Rodriguez, I fucking love that guy. But the minute you hear something negative and this energy of warning and like, oh, shit's coming, and anytime you see a remote viewer remote viewing the future, don't buy into that either. I took a remote viewing class with John Vivanco, and he said it's pointless to try to remote view the future. It's really pointless because there's so many infinite possibilities, and we're creating it right now. Constantly, we're creating it. So don't buy into the fear porn. Things are going up and exploding. You can feel it. You can feel it in your own life. The transformation that's happening. The good that's rising, especially the disclosure and the revealing of the darkness, and that can make it feel like it's getting darker, but it's just that we're seeing it in a way that we haven't seen it. So we have to continue to hold the light and the hope and the lightheartedness and all of it. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick reading. If you want me to draw a card for you in particular, I will do that. I know it's been a while since I've shown up. Not going to apologize for that. It's just how I roll. You guys know that. I know I need to schedule it and plan it, so people can know what to expect. But just continue to surround each other with the loving embrace of Jesus. Just visualize that and just know that we're all going to get through this. We all signed up for this. We've got what we need. Yes, Ayla, remind me who you are. Thank you for getting this out. Yes, we are creating it unless we be the love and light that we came here to be. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so what do we have? Sanity! Triva, that's what I thought. How are you, sweetheart? She is just such an angel. You guys all are. Absolutely. We are the co-creators. Whatever we actually see when viewing is based on the past, not the actual future. Absolutely. Yes. So the sanity card is just a I can feel the universe like downshifting, or like, I don't know, going into fourth or fifth gear and just like really taking off with this foundation of sanity. Choose and create your own sanity. That is so important. And man alive, do we need each other for that sometimes, because the starseed, thing is just like, oh, that's a yearly card? Is it your yearly card? Or is it mine? Anyway, it's like a reward card for me, and I've been working towards this for a really long time. And I think that if you have kind of a, forgive my verbiage here, but if you have a kind of insecure nature, or you're a caretaker, you are here to bring peace and light, and sometimes you fold a little bit too easily. I've been writing like a psychopath. That's great. That's great. The channel is open. Um, if you're that kind of person, you have been working your whole life to get a foundation under you where you don't feel crazy. And that's why, oh, a yearly card Triva, it's the long range card. It's like the one card that's like the billboard that says this is what this year is about for you. And we should look that up for the United States, right? I mean, it's hard to do global readings, but like the Akashic Records, you have to have an address. And then you can look into what's going on for that address. Yeah, my guides are saying to go get that. But anyway, you've been working towards your own subjective sanity for the longest time. And am I crazy? Yes. And I just want to say, I like you're kind of crazy. I like it. Okay. Let's see. I have made little notes for myself about how old the United States would be, like where to look in the cards for that information. And I have it in this book. Okay. 67 covers the 25-26. We are past that, so 70. Okay, so we're looking at the 70 line. Wait, 25, 26, 26, 27. Yeah, and we would be in Mercury, 4 of hearts, 9 of clubs. So create your own emotional security. Isn't that it? Create your own emotional security. They're trying to do the Mercury crazy making of you're not safe. Isn't that exactly what we're talking about? They're saying you're not safe, and we're being injected with that message for the purpose of creating our own. Absolutely, Triva. It's a, the question is, do you think the USA is related to Atlantis? It's absolutely a reincarnation of it. So many of us are here. I read Sarah Bresman Cosme's book, Journey to Atlantis, or like Hypnotist Journey to Atlantis or something like that, and the book activates your memories. And I just had this spontaneous waking memory of having had a past life in Lemuria. I was now in Atlantis. I was in the outer ring with the people who were devalued, but we were the artisans. And anyway, it was a really detailed thing, and I didn't want to remember Lemuria. And there was a group that chose to remember, and they were called the Mourners. I was pretty depressed anyway, so I might as well have been. But anyway, what I saw, what I gathered from all of that is that the United States is an amalgam, together coexisting, of Lemurian frequencies and Atlantean frequencies. Isn't that just so obvious? Anyway, so we have 4 of hearts, find your own emotional security, and the 9 of clubs. Okay, let's look up 7. Okay, so the long range card for this year is 6 of spades, and descending, 8 of hearts, ascending, 6 of spades. So it's just time. It's timing. The Pluto is ace of spades, new beginning, transformation. The result is 2 of diamonds. Really getting on your own side, a sense of partnership. Yeah, I should have titled, well, who knew? Who knew that I would be looking at the United States? I should do another video with this, like announce it, and then everybody can look into it and think about it. Okay, so the Jack of Diamonds, we are sitting in the real estate of the 2 of clubs, but in the mundane spread, it's the King of Hearts. So it's the horizontal Mars, the vertical Mercury. So it's really a head game right now. Yeah, it is an incredible book. I wish I could just grab it for you, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, look up Sarah Bresman Cosme, and you'll come across the title. I got it used pretty cheap. But anyway, yes, the Mercury and Mars is where we're sitting. Okay, and we've got 4 of hearts descending, 2 of hearts ascending. So finding our own emotional security will get the reward of true intimacy and union within ourselves. Oh, is it time for a WALKIES? Yes, it is. And then we have Queen of Spades descending, so there's going to be an increasing call to self-mastery and discipline of the psyche and the emotional body and your business or your projects. And what I'm getting is I'm feeling a real lifting, supportive energy around the launching of projects when we get into our Venus, which is sometime next month. It's 7.5 weeks after the 4th of July. So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, like the 3rd week of August. Okay. And then the reward is the Jack of Clubs, creativity, genius, humor, non-attachment. Wow, that's fantastic. They're saying, look at Mars, look at Mars. Okay, so this is October. 10 of Diamonds descending. And I'm getting, what are your real values? What is really important to you? And the reward is the 6 of Spades, really connecting with destiny, a sense of destiny and plan. And I know what I came here for. And man, that's what the pods are for me. I have these pods, and there are 3 women in each of them, and we just do really deep internal sensing. And I focus on one person at a time, and you just sit there and pay attention to what you're experiencing in the present moment. And it's such a crazy, like, you slow way, way down, but it catapults you forward. And why did I mention that? Oh, because I feel like it's my calling in a way that I've never felt something before. Like, I'm good at a lot of things, but this is pulling together. It's like I've prepared for this my whole life. Okay, what's today's reading? Jeannie says, the Neptune is the 2 of Clubs. I don't like the contract signing card in Neptune. Are you talking about year 70 for the Jack of Diamonds for the U.S.? It's got descending 2 of Spades in Neptune, ascending 9 of Clubs. I think we might be looking at something else. Are you talking about the, I don't know. Explain this to me. Oh, you know what? We have descending 4 of Hearts in the birth hand of the United States, leading to the King of Clubs, which is mastery of knowledge, subjective knowledge. Yeah, that is exactly it. It's like really form your own sense of security and safety, and then it will inform you. Yes, it is my calling. Okay, so I'm going to go through this really quick. The 9 of Clubs is, the 9 of Diamonds is, okay, it is an ending of some kind, and it's also generosity. And what I'm seeing is the value flowing from us out into the world. The spirit, as it flows through you, takes on your particular flavor or fractal and sends it out into the world. And what I'm hearing is I'm just seeing everything falling together, falling into place on a really wide scale as we all find it easier and easier to do this. Okay, see you tomorrow in pod time. I love that. Pods. The 70th plate. Oh, okay. And that's for the Jack of Diamonds, or is it, are you looking at it? Yeah. Okay, and then what's the Pluto is self-knowledge. Let go of the old ideas of who you are and be really willing to step into the new. Like, the universe keeps telling me, step into your identity of mastery and ripeness. I keep getting the ripeness card, and it's like you are a teacher, and it's like, okay, I just gotta drop the insecurity and step into the mastery. It's so much fun. Jack of Diamonds is the result card. Oh, it's 2 of Spades, my bad. Oh, that's okay. Okay, the Jack of Diamonds result is, oh, the word just flitted through. It has something to do with, like, industriousness, generativity, creation. All Jacks are about creating something original. Okay. And this is all in the bath of know your own mind. Okay, so Jeannie, take a look at the Jack of Diamonds at 70 and what really strikes you. And I'm getting to really ask you about the 2 of Clubs. Okay, so one thing that strikes me spiritual contracts. Okay, the Two of Clubs can be this, the way we talk to ourselves. It can also be arguments, and being in Mercury Mars, heading up that horizontal Mars line, the Two of Clubs, maybe it's why it is called arguments, because you put hi Frank, you put Mars with Mercury, and you're going to get combative communication, or you get passionate engagement. And the Two of Clubs really does come down to how we talk to ourselves. And one of my most important affirmations is, I am kind to myself in thought, word, and deed. And it's that kindness that we have established as a foundation of relationship to self. And then that comes out. So, you know, we're not exactly in that really horrible combative kind of place as a country, as a world, as we have been, all the divisiveness that's been injected. We're kind of getting over that, and I think it really stretched us to say, you know, how much can you love? How much can you just decide to not talk about these things that divide you, and instead find unity and friendship? And what I'm getting is that something has shifted. This is kind of like for the average in the collective, just the average mindset. There's something, it's like a little tab is sticking out of something, and it's like, it's a file. And it's like we have access to this file of fun, happy engagement. Like when you see a couple of people in an interview and all of a sudden it just gets really funny and they just can't stop laughing, and the levity, and it's like there's something in the collective where we now have a little bit more access to this frequency of levity in our communications than we have before. Okay, so it's karma to the King of Hearts where we're sitting, and the King of Hearts is emotional maturity. So take responsibility for your own emotional chessboard. I think that's kind of a big theme of what's going on. What else can we look at? I think I'll have to get out the 52-day period thing and talk about that later, but what do you guys think? Should we do a video on that, on like the United States and what's going on, and then do a couple of separate throws on specific things? Like when people ask me, they're like, throw some cards on crypto, and I do remember one that I threw. Somebody asked me about XRP, and I threw the cards, and I was like, I'm getting it's just not going to go up this year. It's going to keep going down. But then when we hit November, it'll start to climb back up gradually. It's so far that's true. So maybe I can handle these questions about shit like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go. I got to take the dogs for a walk. It has been in the high 90s and hundreds here for the last 3 weeks, which is kind of unusual for Colorado. And have you noticed there's a lot fewer chemtrails, though? Somebody was saying that with that shutting down, we don't have the artificial cloud cover as much, and that's one reason it's hotter, which kind of makes sense to me, but it also means we're getting these frequencies from the sun with a lot more clarity, raising consciousness. And today we have a reprieve where it's going to be in the high 70s today, and I almost can't believe it. It's like my body can't remember cooler weather. Jeannie, dang, I was thinking about this Ace of Hearts. What do I love about myself? Ace of Spades, or yeah, Ace of Clubs, what do I think about myself? Ace of Diamonds, what do I value in myself? And Ace of Spades, what are my beliefs about myself? Oh, I love that. Yeah, and based on our suit, I think we have a tendency to kind of hang around in the, like, Jeannie and I are diamonds. Tell me if you don't think a little bit too much about like the diamond language, importance, value, worth, like what's the priority. And it's like, it's just my default setting. And it's like, what if I shifted into what do I feel about myself? What are my feelings toward myself? Or let's see, Ace of Spades, what are my beliefs about myself? Or looking at actions, looking at what I do. Yeah, that is so good to just kind of separate it out. Okay. Yeah, and maybe even look at the suit of each. Okay. Then with the twos are about giving to self, because we trippy typically don't integrate the other till the 10 in a way when it comes to self-healing. So two of hearts, how do we give love to self? Two of clubs, how do we speak to self, etc. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's all this boomerang that comes back to the self. Everything is this relationship to the self. Oh. If you come across the Beatitudes, and no, not the Beatitudes, when Jesus talks about the kingdom of heaven, it's your own internal kingdom. And if you liken all of the stories that he tells about the kingdom to that internal kingdom, it puts such a radically different spin on everything. I've kind of been contemplating that. But like if you look, so my Mercury card is a spade. And this is a similarity between me and the Five of Diamonds, so this applies to you, Jeannie. The Mercury is like how we move, how we navigate in the world mentally, and how we travel and stuff. And the spade would say, oh, that's kind of convoluted, but it's like communicate. How do we communicate? Does the spade kind of emphasize action? That's a thought. I'm always thinking about there is value in what I have to offer or interact with. Ah. Yeah, me too. Am I offering value in this interaction? Is there giving and receiving of value? I went to a party recently of a really dear friend, and I just don't, when she tells me, you're the only friend that I have like you, I just don't have anyone in my life that I talk to about this kind of stuff. And boy, was that plain as day when I went to a pool party, and I've never had so many vapid conversations in my entire life. I was like, this party is about nothing. It is about absolutely nothing. And I was just like, what a colossal waste of time. And I was just kind of going with it. And then I went out back and I saw two guys talking, and I was like, am I interrupting? And it was this black guy, and he's wearing a cross, and then this other guy. And he goes, oh, we're just talking politics. And I said, oh, how exciting. And he just kind of laughs. And it was quiet because we didn't know where we stood, And so he looks at me after a beat and he goes, Trump. And I just had absolutely no response. I was like, kind of waiting. And then I was like, try this one, COVID. And we just kind of looked at each other. And that should have been our first clue that we weren't in the program. We weren't reacting. So anyway, we ended up having a really fun engagement, but God, that was so funny. But anyway, yeah, it's fixed. For me, it's like there has to be value in interaction, or it's just a complete waste of time. And sometimes I need to just lighten up about that, Sometimes it's okay to have vapid conversations. But anyway, okay, I'm going to go. And that Five of Spades in my Mercury is always like, I gotta go. There's something I gotta be doing. And I have that in the back of my head constantly when I'm having a conversation with someone, unless I'm really engaged emotionally in what we're talking about. And it's the going, it's that vehicle, the spades that's always like do. And that's in my Mercury. It's in my communication. With our spades Mercury, it brings in the flavor of higher purpose and hard work, which makes us question our worth when misaligned. When we master that, we realize that what comes through is us. Us is always valuable. What comes through us is always valuable. I'm going to read that again. That's good. With our spades Mercury, it brings in the flavor of higher purpose and hard work. Oh, that is so true. It's like, what have you worked on? Like what's really valuable is like, where are you being sanded energetically? Which makes us question our worth when misaligned. Totally. When we master that, we realize that what comes through us is always valuable. Yeah, I really like that because it comes straight across the veil through us. Oh, I really like that. Mercury ruled by a spade is what makes us so serious about how we communicate. Absolutely. It's like the sage in the boardroom. Like, we're only going to talk about what's actually really important right here. Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I need to think about Stuart's. Oh, he has a spade in his Mercury position too. And that we have really compatible communication. I think that's a really big factor. What is the suit of your partner's Mercury? Oh my God, that would make such a great video, wouldn't it? What is the suit of your partner's Mercury, and how does that influence your communication? Okay, Jeannie, I'm actually going to plan this one. I'll put a little thingy up, and that'll be in the title. And I won't mention you, but I really want you to be there. Like I won't mention you in the writing, featuring Jeannie's Genius. Okay. Anyway, oh my God, I'm so glad I did this. So don't take the bait for the negative shit. Because it's all what we're creating moment to moment. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that really like to ring the warning bell and send you videos of like, oh. It's like, that is so fucking pointless. I mean, you do your due. Apparently that's important for you to do, but it's just does not land well with me because I'm a child archetype and I really just need to be happy. Just need to be happy and feel safe. Oh, okay. Thanks again, Jeannie. This was really fun. And thank you for everyone else who joined. I love you guys. Okay, and don't you just love my hair? Oh my God, I'm so excited about it.